So why do you think you're getting ghosted?
Well, that's it. I don't know, because I guess I've never had a date that I would actually describe as like fun. I feel like I meet a girl, I go out on like the obligatory coffee date. We have small talk, or there's like an awkward dinner where you're wondering, oh, am I paying for this, or are we splitting it? Like, it's just so awkward. And this was not any of that. It's kind of like we were on like a little adventure, you know?
Yeah.
And I think the part that was like, I'm not trying to sound corny or anything, but like the part that was most attractive is that I got to see her brain at work, you know, like how she solves stuff and like how she thinks and how she approaches the world. And I was just very, very attracted by what I saw.
Yeah, you're into her. we can definitely tell you're into her.
Aww.
I am. It's weird. Like she even made this super dry joke about modern art that like no one else would have caught. And a week later, I'm thinking about it every single day. Like the joke like replays in my head, and I'm like, I don't know. It's just so smart. You know, you don't run into someone who's like as attractive, but also so interesting and so easy to have fun with.
Yeah. Are you smart too? Because I mean, if we're thinking about what could have gone wrong, I don't know. Like if she's super intellectual and if you can't think of anything, like there weren't even any awkward moments.
I didn't have any. And like, I'd like to think that I'm pretty smart, which is why I'm always looking for intelligence as like a part of the package. So no, I mean, I don't think that would be it. I would be pretty surprised if she didn't find like, you know, she didn't feel like I was keeping up.
Okay. Well, we'll see if we can figure it out for you then. We'll play a song, come back, call her, and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting you or if she lost her phone. Right in the middle of your first date follow-up. And if you're just joining us, Connor is on the phone, and Connor is getting ghosted by a woman named Gia. So we're about to call her and see if she'll tell us the reason she's ghosting him and maybe get him a second date. But first, Connor, why don't you break down your date again real quick with Gia?
Yeah, it was perfect, at least on my end, and I thought she had fun. We went to the art museum downtown. We downloaded this app where you can go on a scavenger hunt and solve riddles and find different pieces of art. And it was everything I look for in a date. It was fun. It was easy to talk to her. We totally clicked, and I just really feel like I got a glimpse into not only her, but how her brain works, which, like I said, sounds kind of corny, but I am really into this girl. So I am really hoping that I hope there's some fluke as to why she's not responding to me.
Okay. Are you ready for us to call her?
As ready as I'll ever be.
All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Gia, please?
This is she.
Hey, Gia, how are you? This is the Jubal Show. It's a radio show.
Hi, Gia. I'm Nina.
Hi, I'm Victoria.
And my name's Jubal. How are you?
Hi, good, thanks.
Yeah, do you know the show?
Not that well.
Okay.
I don't remember submitting to anything, but yeah, what's up?
Well, I don't think you did, but we did get an email about you from somebody who listens to the show. That's why we're on the phone.
Oh, cool. Who?
Okay. You have the most chill attitude.
I know.
Yeah. Well, we do a segment on the show that's called the first date follow-up. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then you end up ghosting them, that person can have us call you to ask us why you're ghosting them.
Who are you ghosting?
So this is about Connor?
Yes, it is about Connor. He said that he really liked you, thought your date was great, and is confused that it's been, over a week now and you haven't responded to him. Do you mind telling us why?
Yeah. Well, oh my goodness. The date was fun, surprisingly fun. He's, clever and charming, but also he was just a lot.
It was a lot?
What does that mean?
Well, you know how people can just there's a line of too much sometimes. At first we were clicking and I thought it was, cute how into the scavenger hunt he was. And, I love interactive things and games and everything, but he kept making like literally everything into a bit just the whole time, like narrating the date in the worst fake British accent I've ever heard. You know, it's cute the first time, but not like, you know, an hour later. And then, you know, trying to solve clues that like weren't even, you know, part of the game, and, you know, high-fiving strangers, like, like not everyone is into this, dude, you know?
He's high-fiving strangers. I mean, that's kind of a warm energy, no?
Yeah, I mean, this old guy just kind of looked at him weird, which actually was pretty funny. But then he climbed up on a fountain to like look for another clue. I don't know. It set off this motion alarm, and then what's their thing? Like a docent?
Yeah.
Yeah, like he got into like an argument with him, and like they were threatening to like call security, and then he was arguing about whether this like, you know, I've seen it in different TV shows where it's like a banana or a fire extinguisher or something just like on the wall, whether that counts as art, you know, like having this debate about modern art. And it was just like, I feel like those two examples just kind of like explain it the best. It was just like chaotic energy. And I was just like, at first I was excited, but then by the end I was just exhausted.
Wait, that's why you ghosted me? Because I was too fun?
Hey, Gio, that's Connor. Connor's on the phone listening and wants to talk to you.
You guys didn't tell me that he was on here.
You didn't say anything at the time. I mean, you were laughing and we were having a really good time. We were having fun.
We were, but then I also laugh when I'm stressed, like I'm nervous, you know, like I'm not going to tell someone I barely know, like how to not act when they're having fun. And yes, some of it was fun and funny, but then I was just like, by the end I was like, I didn't feel safe leaving you unsupervised in public. I feel like you should have had one of those backpacks with a leash on or something.
Listen, yeah, I wasn't trying to be extra. I really liked you. I was nervous, so I leaned into the jokes because it felt easier than like being awkward or quiet or like too serious.
I get that. However, it's like okay to be quiet for a little bit in a museum. You know, there wasn't any room for just like being and like stopping and observing. It was just like on to the next. It was like being stuck in an improv show.
Well, look, I know I can be a lot, but like on that date, I swear I was not putting on a show. I was genuinely having one of the best dates I've ever had in my life. And I was just so surprised, and it was so refreshing that you were so smart and funny, and you made art to me feel like less pretentious, so I just didn't want it to end.
Gio, he loves your brain.
Okay, well, that's really sweet, actually. Thank you.
I mean, listen, I'm not looking for you to change your vibe or anything. Like, if you're chamomile, that's great, but I don't know, chamomile and espresso can work together, balance each other out or whatever, right?
I was so lost for a second there. So you're espresso?
I mean, I do like lavender more than chamomile, but what, you want to be a latte? Like what?
Yeah, exactly. See, I can be a whole damn macchiato if you'll let me.
What do you think, Gio? You want to let him be a macchiato? Would you go on another date with Connor? We'll pay for it.
Some sweet talk.
Yeah.
You want some macchiato?
I mean, okay, let me think. I appreciate the honesty. I do. I did have a good time, minus the part where I thought we were going to get banned from the museum forever. Because there's an exhibit coming up that I really want to see.
I will not climb on fountains. I will not climb on fountains, I swear. I will not get in fights with the docent, and there will be no fake accents.
And high fives.
Requested. No high fives.
Okay. Unless, like, maybe our next date is maybe signing up for an improv show or something.
I mean, I think we should give it one more shot.
Yeah.
You will?
You will.
Yeah, because even today you made me laugh.
Yay. All right. Sweet.
Yay.
Congratulations, Connor.
Yes, this is awesome. Oh, yes. This is exactly how I hoped this would go. This is great.
Okay, well, I'll text you and we can go get those lattes and plan the next thing.
Cool. Just let me know when, and I won't be latte.
What?
Oh, God.
What does that mean?
Like late. like latte late. I won't do latte.
All right.
Late.